Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Ulia Sari. I am from English Education Student Maritim Raja Ali Haji University. Today I would like to oral presentation. And this video was made for academic speaking course segment, which is lecture by Sir Muhammad Chandra. I will review this journal and the title is The Use of Podcasts in Improving Student Speaking Skill. This journal was written by Iskandar Abdul Samad, Ahmad Bustari, and Diana Ahmad. Introduction. Speaking is widely known as an ability to share thoughts, ideas, and intention to the other people by using a language in oral form. According to Siama, 2006, V30. Speaking reference an interactive process which involves producing and processing or receiving information to serve both interactional and transactional. In addition, Nunan 2003 V48 mentioned that speaking is a product skill which consists of systematic verbal utterance that carry out a meaning. This means that speaking plays an important role in communication. Methods. First, research method. This research employs a pre-experimental approach where one group pretest and post-test. Design is involved. This research aims at finding out an actual description and to prove the hypothesis whether the use of podcast media in teaching could improve student speaking skills, especially in fluency and pronunciation. Second, research instrument. The research collected the data by using a set of an oral test for pre-test and post-test. The pre-test was given to this experimental group to measure their ability prior the podcast media treatment. Conversely, podcast was conducted to measure the student achievement in speaking after applying several treatments. Third, technique data collection. In conducting this research, 5 meetings were organized, including a pre-test, 3 treatment, and a post-test. And the last is technique of data analysis. For data analysis, the researchers analyze students' score based on aspects of speaking proposed by Brown 2004 V1779, where for each component of speaking was categorized into 4 band scales. Finding and discussion. Research findings. This pre-experimental research found that there is an improvement of the student's speaking skill by using the podcast. This improvement can be seen from the result of pre-test and post-test. Discussion. This study was aimed at finding out whether the use of podcast media in teaching can improve students' speaking skills, especially in fluency and pronunciation. When the research have done analyzing all data, it was revealed that this research supported the alternative hypothesis. Podcast as language learning material. In this global era, being able to speak English is essential for people to communicate with global community. To help non-native speakers to learn to speak this language, there are many kinds of technology invented. According to Marshall, new opportunity can be gained by using technology. It allows users to connect with people around the world and gives a lot of unique perspective and experience. There are a ton technology invented, and one of those which provides material for language learning is called the podcast. The podcast and uploading audio or video file to the internet has emerged as search in the academic field, and it provides many kinds of material in learning. The podcast is a recorded audio or video file uploaded to a website. So the website users can download freely and listen to it later time. Speaking skills. Speaking is a productive skill that is similar to writing. It has its own genre, as it has several steps to reach the goal using a language in an interactive way. Speaking involves sound to express meaning to make interaction occur. This means that speaking is an interactive process of communication that connects ideas between speaker and interlocutor with a certain purpose. Referring to Kenny and Brooke, speaking is the process of sharing and constructing the sense of using oral or verbal in variety contexts. Speaking and act of making vocal sounds help to you assure the listener in following message, convincing manner and thoughtful. Hammer. Mention speaking is about generating words in the correct sequence. Speaking needs not only vocal sound involved, but also needs to be aware of the aspect of speaking within which includes the generic structure of the speaking event that need to be followed sequentially or it's called genre. Aspect of speaking. During speaking process occurred in interaction, there are several features of speaking involved. According to Dong, commonly talk of the most important aspect of speaking is grammar, fluency, accuracy, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Firstly is vocabulary. Mm, Computer assisted language learning (CALL). CALL now is a term used by teachers and students on using the computer as part of a language course in teaching and learning process. According to the concept that has been claimed by Betty, call is the process of how teachers and learn use computer as a media in language improvement. That is a kind of idea that allows teacher and student to select appropriate material and adapt it with various teaching and learning styles. CALL covers material design, technology, authentic material, and modes of interaction issue are in teaching and learning. The use of CALL in speaking skill. Nowadays, teaching speaking is required to be attractive and interactive. Therefore, teachers are required to support learners to practice the language. The teacher provides students many chances to rehearse English. They need to practice as much as possible. So that's providing chance in practicing English will make students feel more comfortable in communication with each other. Since oral communication is important, the teacher is required by pay special attention to it. The result of speaking aspect in the pre-test and post-test. In teaching speaking, there are several aspects required to be mastered by students, such as grammar, fluency, accuracy, vocabulary, and pronunciation. However, the research limited to focus at improving student fluency and pronunciation. Aspect figure 1 below present further information of speaking aspect search. Hypothesis testing. The research calculated the t-score that was suggested by Arikunto. The level of significance had been determined before the research conducted this experimental research. Conclusion. This research concluded that the podcast media demonstrated positive progression on student speaking achievement. In addition, this media could cope with student problems in speaking, such as incorrect pronunciation and not good fluency. So, podcasts are recommended for a teacher in solving problems. For example, finding the right one material for students. In addition, podcasts exposure component in speaking, namely conversation background setting, body movement, cultural atmosphere, clearly, and communicative competence. Clear through many positive experiences in a way using podcasts in learning. Students will get more podcast motivation in learning language, and that brings them to a better experience in their clarity, eloquency, and pronunciation. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.